Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mindustry, everybody. Yesterday was a fun day. Yesterday we decided to conquer 226, which was an extreme threat level enemy base, which was not pleasant. I thought it would be easy, and it turned out to be quite difficult. I believe the recording that I recorded yesterday was about 3.5 hours long, and I still lost. For some reason, I guess some enemy quad or whatever dropped firebombs on my core, and the core just ignited and blew itself up. So 3.5 hours of an uphill battle, and I still fucking lost, right? So I went back, and by the way, during that 3 hours, I was basically sitting there researching more of these guys. I was researching. I finished the Eclipse. I don't know if I did that yesterday or if it was the day before. I researched the Rain, which is the Tier 5 dagger upgrade. I researched the Corvus, which is the Tier 5 Nova upgrade. And I was adamant on not wanting to set up Tier 4 unit upgrades. I was adamant on not wanting to set up basically the Exponential Reconstructor when I was on my first attempt. And then I lost, and I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to set up Tier 4. It's pretty extensive. Not only does it need an asslet of silicon and titanium and plastanium, but it also needs 60 cryofluid per second. But I did conquer this place. It is a very, very nice place. I could set up easily, like, silicon and phase fabric here, or more surge alloy, or I am pretty low on silicon, and I'm trying to get that under control. I can go ahead and delete these walls. But as you can see, it was I don't know how much of that time-lapse footage I'm going to use, but it was a pretty rough it was a pretty rough enemy base. And that was extreme level, by the way. Like, I'm eyeballing some of this stuff. I have sector 225 to do. I have sector 24 to do. These guys both look like they are eradication level. Alrighty, went upstairs to get some water for my voice. We can go handle Coastline. How about that? How are we doing on stockpiles? Let's go ahead and wait a few minutes just to get our resource reserves, because I am burning a lot of plastanium and silicon on these tier 5 researches. So those are going to be limiting factors to some extent, so I do need to kind of build up a stockpile. Alright, so let's go ahead and launch to the coastline. It says threat high, but at least it's not threat extreme. Could always be worse. Okay, how bad is this? So it is wave defense, which, you know, least favorite. I like playing with units. Why is the goddamn music so loud? Fucking Christ, man. Maybe we're talking about the music in this game. Okay. So they're probably going to spawn towards here, and they're going to worm their way up the coastline. Hey, get it? And then they're going to be here. So I guess we can build defenses like here. Assuming that we're not going to have, you know, assuming that this is not going to be a windswept islands scenario where we have to worry about air units being 80% of the main attack force. Hopefully they kind of lean more towards the naval side. I'd be down for that. So I have to assume that they're spawning down here. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Be doing instead of scouting, but you know what? That's okay. Where is the thorium? We have some underneath these derelict structures, I think. Yeah. So we could fuel an R2G generator, like, flower up here or something. And that could be our mainstay power supply. We also have a lot of scrap in case we need to get even more thorium. But, yeah, I think, assuming that this is going to be a windswept island situation, and there's going to be both boats and air, because that's what I expect, building a defensive arc here is going to be probably the smart way to do it, because that'll catch air units, and that should also catch the naval units. So let's go ahead and do that. 30 waves. This was high threat. Yeah, probably should be fine. Should be fine. If they spawn here and they go up here... I kind of want to set up defenses on both sides. I was going to say, why don't I go ahead and block this off and then just focus all my defenses up here? But I definitely do want to get some defenses around the other side, too. I'll do it anyway. That's fine. And then, what are we going to go for? I mean, I know I like to use the Swarmers because they're kind of good all-around turrets. But, what are we going to go for? That's a pretty good question. These guys do attack air, so I could just, you know, spam Cyclones out. How good is that? Frag bullets, 6 damage, Plastanium, Surge Alloy, Blast Compound. Could go Cryo Fluid and Blast Compound Cyclones. Probably is not going to be too bad. From what I remember, like, I'm not too concerned about, like, Flares and Horizons and Zeniths and shit. I assume that the Guardian is going to be a naval vessel. From what I understand, most of the naval vessels fire projectiles, like physical projectiles, like bullets and missiles and shit, not lasers. Shells and standard bullets, barrage of missiles, long-range artillery shells and missiles, barrage of missiles and armor pierce. You see what I mean? Like, it's all physical bullets. So segments and phase walls are probably going to be pretty good. You know what I mean? That's going to be kind of the way to go. I strongly suspect that that's going to be the way to go. Cool. That'll get power up and running. I'm trying to focus on my defenses for the time being. I do need to get Blast Compound down there. Where are my polys? Not helping me? Is that general consensus that we're just not helping me at all? Yeah? It'd be nice if the polys came out of the factory defaulted to the assist player behavior. I understand why they are defaulted to the rebuild structures behavior. That is more useful to have them defaulted to, but you know, still I have to complain about something, right? And then I will put Plastanium in the front just in case. I don't think it's gonna be that helpful. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. You cannot cross deep water with... Cannot cross deep water with your conveyor belts. Totally forgot about that. Oops. Also not a big fan of that. I feel like conveyors are the only thing that you should be able to... I feel like you should be able to place anything over deep water. I don't know. I feel like humans build fucking oil rigs on top of the ocean all the goddamn time. I feel like that's a very reasonable architectural advancement. I mean, we have fucking automatic bombing drones. I feel like we should be able to, you know, build cement pillars in the sea. Just saying. Out of silicon, because of course I am. Jesus Christ. I need to get like a solar panel. Oh, I don't have any silicon, so I can't even get a solar panel, can I? Whoa! This is awesome. So, Jesus fucking Christ. Can I get a shipment, please? I totally don't have a shipment going, do I? That's totally a thing I don't have. I don't even have my fucking cell flats configured, do I? Why don't you have any power? What are you talking about? Why don't you have any power? Why are my impact generators off? My batteries all got drained and my impact generators are off. Okay, well, there's another reason why I'm not a big fan of the impact generators. This has happened to me 2 or 3 times before, where the impact generators will just turn off sometimes automatically. Like, if I'm not there in the zone, they'll sometimes just turn themselves off. And I don't understand why. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I guess I just need to fucking siphon some RTG generator power, I guess? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I have a massive 3 million power unit bank, and I still cannot get. This shit still happens to me. Like it's fucking crazy. I don't understand what's causing it because the impact generators are overstocked. To be honest with you, I have like +2 extra cryofluid mixers, and it's not even a cryofluid mixer thing. It's like I don't even know what it is. Like I don't even know what it is. Because even if the impact generators turn off, they should have enough power stored in the power batteries to restart themselves. So there's something finicky going on with the code base revolving around factories functioning when you're not there. There's something that's automatically turning off the fucking impact reactors. Oh my fucking god, just go. Is fucking Coastline doing alright? Survives 26 out of 26 waves. I guess that's good. I don't have to worry about losing Coastline. So here's what I'm going to do. Fucking kill all of these. And here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm importing 2 unloaders worth of thorium, right? If I access thorium from this side of the setup, it's going to cut into what thorium is being exported, right? If I instead set up unloaders on the core, because I have a little bit of space down here, just a little bit, I can set up an unloader to do this instead. So I can set up a fucking double unloader or something. I don't have a ton of space here, but I can start a flower blossom, basically. I can start a flower blossom here. And that will be where I have, like, backup power, I suppose. And then all I need to do in the future is just basically set up a new... I need to set up some more thorium facilities then. Because I now need to not be producing 1,200 thorium at other facilities. I need to be producing more, however much this would cost. Probably another extra titanium belt worth of thorium, so another 800 or whatever, right? Because now I need to... This is basically siphoning power directly from the source, so I don't want to cut into my export rates. My export rates need to stay relatively consistent because thorium is kind of useful as far as exports are concerned. But so this is how I'm gonna have to handle this basically. Is tap it directly from the core. And this will be a nice backup form of power basically. I don't want any of them touching any plastanium belts, just in case. So we should have a pretty healthy supply of power now. Can I just do this instead then? I don't like how unreliable the surge towers are, so I'm trying to stick with these guys if possible. I just need to get the impact reactors back up and running. So kill this shit. I don't need this no more. Alright, are you fucking spinning again? Are you getting enough cryofluid? I don't think they are. I really don't think they are. I feel like I don't have enough cryofluid here. So I guess I need to build one more cryofluid mixer, I suppose. And then just do this, and spin a bridge conveyor down into here. Do I have enough water coming through? Probably. I might want to add a couple more water extractors, just in case. Alright, well now my impact reactors are spinning again, which is good. That'll be nice. Now my batteries are filling. You guys can go back up into your corner, your little box. I don't know why that happens sometimes. I really don't. It's kind of annoying, to be totally frank with you. Alright, can you guys launch to Coastline, please? I'm gonna leave this RTG thing down here as an extra form of power, because obviously this provides enough power necessary to kickstart the impact reactors if this ever happens again. I don't know why the impact reactors just kill themselves sometimes. It's super annoying. Like, to be totally honest with you, that's a really fucking annoying trait. But whatever. Let's go back to the coastline. And now you guys are mining thorium, which will then fuel the RTG generators, which will then give us enough power, and now we're okay. Cool. I'm burning a lot of my silicon on these guys. The reason I build polys is because I typically only do this core starter on places that I intend to quote-unquote colonize and turn into factories, basically. I don't typically do I didn't do this for Sector 1. Like, I manually built just monos, not polys. I only typically build polys in places that I intend to deck out as a fully fledged factory. You know what I mean? So, this is a place that I probably am going to turn into a fully fledged factory. I don't know what I'm going to build here. But I'm going to build something here, because there's a lot of space here. This honestly wouldn't be a bad place for like a distribution hub. If you could build on top of deep water, obviously. As soon as we have silicon coming in, we can do that. I know flares will attack batteries and power generating structures, so this is why I built this back here. I watched somebody on YouTube do this. They basically, like, they build, like, a small scale power production facility right behind their defenses. That way it baits flares into attacking them. Because flares will basically beeline towards power facilities. That's their priority target. So this kind of cheeses their AI. Can I get some fucking silicon, please? Jesus Christ. Any day now? Thank you. Is it every 60 seconds? Like, I don't fucking get it. Also, that is not nearly enough silicon. Where is all my silicon? What are you guys doing? You have silicon coming out. You have an export rate of 251 per... Why? Why is it 251 per minute? You should be producing 1,200 per minute. You should be exporting 1,200 silicon per minute. Now, are we up to where we should be? 600? That's still half of what it should be. What are we doing? Is it taking an average or some shit? Why? The game should really calculate the number of launch pads you have and base that off the fucking algorithm. I don't know why they're doing this weird average median bullshit. It really should just be, if you have 4 launch pads, assuming that they are fully stocked, that's 1,200 materials per minute. I don't get why the game's calculating shit like this. It's the incorrect way to do it. All right, got some fucking silicon here. What do we got? So we got those guys. Are you guys being baited towards the power? They're not. They're not being baited towards the power at all. So I guess the solar panels don't fucking work. Or are they going for these production facilities? Because that'd be a whole different ballgame if the flares target production facilities, that's a whole different story. Can I just build some, like, miners back here? Will that cause you guys to want to come over here? How about this? How about a couple of sand miners? Will that bait you guys now? Wave 15 was 2 flares. Wow. This map seems really hard. I feel like I've been like... I feel like I have this like PTSD mindset of dealing with the stupid fucking the stupid fucking extreme map from yesterday and how insane it was. And I feel like that has just like resulted in me thinking that like this is a hard map, I thought. I don't remember what the I don't threat high. The threat is supposed to be high here, and it's 2 flares. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like I've been not the opposite of spoiled. I feel like I've been hardened by the insane shit I've had to deal with from that extreme map from yesterday. And dude, if extreme was that bad, how bad is eradication? I sincerely I don't want to even touch an eradication level map until I have the nuclear production facility done and I have everything unlocked. I want my entire research tree done before I even touch any of the eradication bases. You know what I mean? Because it has to be insanely difficult. Where are the fucking enemies? Oh, ground units can spawn here. Really? What the fuck, dude? What are they doing? Why? Oh my fucking god. Are you actually serious? Can you attack these, please? Another reason why I like polys. What the fuck was that? These guys really can just attack? Dude, this... I'm gonna be totally frank with you. It sounds like I'm bitching and whining here. This game was really fun in the beginning. Like, I was like, okay, sure. I mean, it's sort of like Factorio with like RTS elements. I can buy why people would actually be kind of into this game. Sure, I can see the appeal. And then you just come across these weird bullshit game mechanics and just the game doesn't tell you what it ever expects to throw at you. That's tower defense games usually tell you where the enemies are coming from, what they're gonna do to you, that kind of thing. This game's like, nope, figure it out on your own. You know what I mean? And I understand what some people are gonna say. Well, just fucking get good, forehead. And I'm like, that's not the solution here. It really is not. I have no problem with difficulty. In fact, I love difficult games. There's nothing wrong with having a difficult game. I absolutely embrace difficulty. What I don't embrace is difficulty that is like, it's bullshit difficulty, where like the game is just like trying to harass you, right? Dark Souls is difficult because Dark Souls is punishing, where if you fuck up and you make a mistake, Dark Souls will basically ream your ass out for it. Oh, an enemy attacked you and you didn't dodge or block, or you didn't have enough stamina to block it or whatever, that's what kills you, right? Dark Souls is punishing, quote unquote. This game is just bullshit.